You can call him sweet or
Who you barking at?
funny. His name comes from his color, Canelo, Spanish for cinnamon.
It was just the two of us, and obviously I would talk to him, and he was just a goofball.
This is the first time in more than 2 years Samantha O'Connor could bear to watch these videos.
He was such a pure soul.
Canelo died September 18th, 2021. A fire at Ponderosa Pet Resort in Georgetown left 75 dogs dead.
And I will never be the same. Sorry. It changed me a lot.
Fire investigators don't know for sure, but narrowed the cause to electrical problems.
I was diagnosed with PTSD.
Smoke and flames built inside
I couldn't even
for at least 12 minutes.
be in my house.
A lot of those gases, heat, and everything went to the top. We know that the animals were largely alive up until that point.
The Georgetown Fire Chief, John Sullivan, said they could have likely saved some of the lives if they knew sooner.
The fact that a fire got as large as it did before 911 was accessed had everything to do with the fact that there was not a smoke alarm or heat alarm device that was required in that type of a building.
The business had no overnight staff. Cameras recorded the pets, alone, trapped, dying.
I have a lot of what ifs and if onlys.
This was Canelo's first overnight boarding.
If only this or what if that, and
Both had post-pandemic separation anxiety.
I don't know if that will ever go away either. I feel like I let him down.
Other pet owners feel that pain too.
Because I feel like I failed them, you know? Like I should have known better.
Emily Yeager's dogs, Shoes and Coaster, died in the fire.
Shoes, like she had obviously tried to, get out of the crate desperately. Her teeth were broken and there was blood all over. And it's hard to not picture them just alone and trapped in there by themselves and terrified.
The KVUE defenders acquired dozens of emails and comments made to the city for months following the fire. 80% of the people wrote they wanted fire sprinklers.
A terrible tragedy.
One voice heard that call and chose to help fight for change.
Really need to do something at the national level.
Fire protection engineer Jeffrey Shapiro and Lake Travis Fire and Rescue filed a proposal to change the International Fire Code.
I felt like it was important for the fire service community to step up and propose national regulations.
The proposal, if approved, would add fire safety for dog and cat boarding facilities, such as minimum staffing of having at least one person working 24 hours with fire and carbon monoxide alarm system, or an automatic sprinkler system. But even if adopted nationally, a local government can choose to write their own rules.
And I think everyone should agree that this is something that we should be doing.
Not everyone will. The pushback may come from within the pet industry itself.
It took out the provision that an injury has to happen.
The American Kennel Club and the Texas Veterinary Medical Association were against requiring fire alarms with minimum staffing or fire sprinklers for boarding facilities. They showed that when a bill was filed in the Texas House of Representatives last session. The American Kennel Club wrote on their website how they expressed concerns about it, and the bill went nowhere. AKC refused to do an interview and refused to tell us why they oppose such regulation. But the Texas Veterinary Medical Association told the KVUE defenders, "We do not support additional regulation of veterinary practices that raise the cost of care for families with animals."
When you have an animal boarding situation, they're pretty much captive to whatever the situation is.
Cindy Gudradis is the regional manager for the National Fire Sprinkler Association. She says fires at boarding centers not only put animals in danger, but also firefighters.
They're going to put themselves in harm's way to rescue any living thing.
Oh my goodness. You tired?
It took 2 years for Samantha to open her home to another dog.
Yeah, you can't tell she's missing a leg.
She pays $35 a month for her fire and carbon monoxide alarm monitoring.
Boop.
And spends her free time pushing for more fire safety protection standards at boarding facilities.
And I'm Canelos Voice.
Anything
I have to continue to speak for him.
to honor Canelo's life.